Hey there, it's Bike Touring Mike here. I recently completed a bike tour down in Provence, France, and during the last video I asked you, the viewers, to send in your questions regarding bike touring in Provence or France in general. So here's me taking a go at trying to answer those questions. So I'm gonna start with Arnaud's question. How have you managed to fly the bike back? Do you have a travel case waiting for you at the airport? Well, Arnaud, I actually made a separate video on this topic, and you can watch that by clicking the link up here. No Map asks, I really enjoy the videos, Mike. I was wondering, do you have a specific method for choosing your bicycle routes? Well, that's a pretty advanced question. I plan to do a separate video on this topic in the future as well, but just in brief, I usually start with just looking at YouTube videos on the specific area, and then I read up some more on specific things I want to see and visit in the area. After doing that, I kind of plot everything on Google Maps, so I drop a pin on each location that I want to visit. After that, I kind of plot a route connecting all these dots. And once I've done that, I export the route to my Garmin and my smartphone. When I finally arrive at the destination, Provence in this case, it's not certain that I follow this route in detail. Usually I deviate every day, but it's nice to have sort of a default route to fall back on. So I usually deviate and go to different things that I see along the road. And usually I don't decide on how long I want to cycle for that specific day. I mean, I don't book lodging options. Usually I just get a sense of the feeling that day, how long I want to cycle, and by dinner time I decide on where I want to camp or stay for the night. And I really like it that way. It's really a sense of freedom to be able to decide on that specific day how long and how much you feel like cycling. The next question is from Peter Lindsay. Hi Mike, I'm wondering how you find and select campgrounds, and also what tips you have on route planning and locating cycleways. I would also ask how you avoid hills, but I see that haven't worked out yet. I'm very much looking forward to following in your footsteps. Great filming and commentary. Many thanks, Peter. Well, Peter, your question was kind of similar to No Map's earlier question. But regarding selecting campgrounds, as I said, I really don't plan that much ahead. What I usually do before I leave is that I research the area and look up a couple of campgrounds and see if they are open year-round. Usually a lot of campgrounds close in September. For this trip it was kind of difficult to find campgrounds that were open year-round as I was there in October. It was nice to have sort of 10 or so campgrounds that I knew were supposed to be open the whole year round that I could go to if needed. And regarding avoiding hills, if that's your cup of tea, I wouldn't recommend going to Provence because everything is a bit hilly over there. I had a couple of flat days during the last couple of days when I cycled through the wine region of Provence. But if you're looking for flat terrain on your bike tour, I would recommend going to the Netherlands or Finland. The next question is from Jerry C., who's my friend that's living in Florida. Absolutely fantastic series, Michael. So well done. You know, you provide such an outstanding view of the areas you cycle through. I'm curious, when filming your trips, are you able to take in the sights, like stop and smell the roses? I certainly hope so. Anyway, total thumbs up and thanks. Well, Jerry, as you probably know, most of my days on the tour are pretty hectic. I get up really early in the morning and cycle till sunset at night. So during a few tours I've done before, mainly my tour down in Catalonia, Spain, I felt I put too much time into filming everything and really didn't get to enjoy the sights around me. I tried to think about that during this trip in Provence, so I actively chose to shorten my days. I usually just cycle for around 60 to 70 kilometers each day, and I felt that was kind of an ideal distance for me to cover each day and still be able to enjoy the sights and sounds of Provence. This is a good point that Jerry points out. Even if you're not filming your trips, a lot of new bicycle tourists aim to go for 100 or 120 kilometers each day without enjoying the sights around you. A good tip is to shorten your days and really take in the atmosphere and the sights around you. Dino asks, I really enjoyed the videos. Any plans for the next trip? Well, I haven't gotten that far in the planning for 2020 yet, but the general idea is that I'm planning on doing most of my bike touring around Scandinavia, the neighboring countries as Norway and Finland. I have one tour that I'm set on doing in June, and that is one called the Vildmarksvägen, or in English the Wilderness Road, here in Sweden. That is a tour that is really special since it's a tour that's located on Sweden's most highest paved road. And this road is only open for traffic during 3 months in the summer. Otherwise it's covered by maybe 3 or 4 meters of snow. They usually clear the road in the end of May, and it's open for cyclists and cars at Sweden's National Day on the 6th of June. And I urge you to do a YouTube search for this Wilderness Road. It's a really special area we have here in Sweden. Otherwise, I'm thinking about going to either Lofoten in Norway or the neighboring islands called Senja. And I'm actually eager to hear your opinion on where you want me to go, either to Lofoten or Senja. Lofoten, as many of you know, is really popular among bicycle tourists, but I feel as in the last couple of years it has gotten really crowded with cars. I was there 2 years ago, and I wouldn't have want to be cycling during July as I was there that time. So if I'm going to Lofoten, I'm aiming to do that either in June or later in the autumn. Senja, however, the neighboring islands, is almost as picturesque as the Lofoten Islands, but the traffic is maybe a tenth of the traffic on Lofoten. So let me know in the comments down below what you think. Should I go to Lofoten or Senja? Otherwise, going back to Finland would be really nice. I really enjoyed our tour in the Åland Islands last summer, but I haven't really explored the northern part of Finland yet. So that could be an idea for a coming tour this season as well. And if you have any other suggestions on where you want me to go this season, be sure to let me know. So I hope I answered your questions accordingly, and I also hope to do one of these Q&A videos in a month or 2. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit the little notification bell so you will be notified when the next Q&A video is coming up, and be able to send me questions for that one. You can also send me questions through Instagram. My handle is down here. And as usual, until next time, have a good one.